back at it again with another banger video. As you saw in the last video, or you heard me say that I was going to create a video about my weirdest comic or strangest comic. This is that. You clicked on the video, I'm sure you already know. So let's just dive right into it. Can we get a drum roll, please? Here it is, from 2000. We have the 7-Up comic book for racing fans. Race Warrior, America's racing comic book. A new edition every week. Collect all 38 issues. This is issue 3, the special Mark Martin feature. I don't remember how I got this. I want to say I was in a Dollar Tree in another state when I bought this. It was the only comic book they had there. I know that for a fact because I would never have bought this if something else were available. This is just the most bizarre book that I own, I think. I mean, it's the one that comes to mind. You can see, like, there's a boy and a dog. The boy's in a wheelchair. There's, like, an exploding car behind him. And you're left wondering, like, what does this have to do with soda? Like, the 7-Up? And even the name Race Warrior, like it brings to mind images of a race war. Like, what even is this comic about? Well, I'm going to tell you, because I reread this in preparation for this video, and I still have a hard time understanding what it's about. It is issue 3, so maybe if I had the first 2, I would understand the lore a little bit better. But the story is called Gone Cyber Fishing. And from what I understand, it's about a team. The team is called the Race Warriors. And it's like a NASCAR racing team. And they've developed a suit that helps you, like, bond with your car. You can, like, feel the car as you're driving it. Almost like in Avatar, where the hair and the tails, like, intertwine together and you can, like, feel the animal or whatever, or communicate with it, like, telepathically. They're doing that, but with like a NASCAR, like that. And here's the bad guys, like on the front and back cover. It gives you, like, the bio of these characters, and they all have, like, pun names. And like this guy's name, Lube Job. This is Lube Job, the villain. And this comic also takes place in the future. So it's in the year 2020 is when this takes place. 20 years into the future of when it was made, and 3 years in the past. So you see, it's basically, the whole comic book is an advertisement for Sunkist and 7-Up. And for some reason, maybe they had a partnership with NASCAR, I don't know. But you see this a very orange 2-page spread going on here. And I mean, they just have their logo, like, digitally pasted in all over the place. It's ridiculous. This is the scientist that invented the suit that we're gonna see that the race car driver uses, and his name's like something like Raceman. His last name, he's like Dr. Raceman. And this is like the skeevy guy who's, like, trying to poach this driver for his team. I forget what his team's called. And these names are great. You got other bad guys named Pothole and Skidmark. So along with Lube Job, you got Pothole and Skidmark. I'm not sure which name is worse. This guy, the good guy, is named Mr. Pittman, but it's like Pitman. Just genius writing, genius. It really makes you think. And you could see, like, in the background, they're using, like, like pictures of real clouds, or like digitally, like a cloud brush or something. I'm not sure. And anyways, we take a break from this riveting comic to bring you just an ad for the sodas that are featured here. And it has nothing to do with the story, even though that these are characters in the story. They just take a break to try and sell you some of this stuff. So anyways, they turn down this guy who's like trying to get them on his team, and they're like, oh, see you later. And he finds this dog, this little boy does, and they're like, sure, you can keep him. And he destroys the office. And they're talking about this machine, or this invention, the suit that they're making, and how this other team, the 7-Up team, is gonna plan to jam it somehow using like a satellite. So they decide to not use the suit this time in this race. And oh, my mistake. They do use it this time, and you can see what happens is like he's knocked off of the track, and he smashes the bad guy's car by accident. But he's fine. He survives. It's kind of like a misleading, like a misdirect from the cover. Like you think, oh, he's dead, because like the explosion on the cover. But no, he survived it, even though it was a straight nosedive into another vehicle. He walks away completely fine. And then they decide that because they realized that someone was tampering with the signal of that suit, they realize, okay, we need to not use the suit in this upcoming race. So they have this cookout where they're all discussing this. Meanwhile, the bad guys, Pothole and what was the other guy, Lube Job, something like that, or Skidmark, no, Skidmark, and they're like spying. This dog chases them away. They realize, oh, we've been spied on. You know, there's people out there in the woods listening to us. They go back to their guy, the green team, and tell them about, you know, what they've overheard. Anyways, they do the race, and it's fine, and they win because they didn't use the suit, even though the bad guys tried to jam it. So they win the race, and the bad guys are mad because their plan didn't work. And then, like, on the last page, you see this, where he's like, Pop, look out. Hold on, son. There's a car that knocks their pickup truck off. Somehow the boy and the dog fall out the window. Pop, are you all right? And then it's flash forward to the present, which nowhere in the comic does it say it's the past. So everything we've seen is a flashback to how this boy wound up in a wheelchair. A different wheelchair than that's on the cover, by the way. But this whole thing was a flashback, and the whole climax of the story happens on the last page. And I guess we're led to believe that while he did survive the first crash, the nosedive off a cliff, he did not survive the second one, which 2 in 1 day would be pretty traumatic. I'm not sure if I believe that he could survive 2 in a row. So maybe that is more realistic. And then we get this interview with Mark Martin and his son, who's, I think, like 8 years old at the time. And this is 23 years ago. So the dude's in his 30s now. But they're just talking to him about racing, and I read it. It's whatever. And we got some more ads. Hawaiian Punch this time, and root beer. And we get the more character bios. So I don't know how this thing got 38 issues when there's a lot of comics that, you know, are canceled early and don't get the run that they deserve. That somehow this weird advertisement comic gets, you know, a very long run, like compared to some others. It's just it's a weird oddity. And I'd like to thank you for watching this video, this banger of a video. Don't worry, there's another banger coming very soon. A special video where I'm going to be showing some of my own art. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully my videos are getting better as I get more comfortable speaking on camera and I'm not so awkward and saying and all the time. And hopefully there'll be less uh, weird cuts like right in the middle where I stumble over my words and decide I have to cut it out. So stay tuned for that next video. Smash that subscribe button, the like button, the notification bell, leave a comment about what you think of this weird comic and what you think the weirdest comic is out there, because there's a lot of them. Thanks for watching.